Hi everybody, this is the baseball hood, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, and welcome back to the baseball hood 2. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we're getting closer and closer to the end of the season, and there are going to be players on the market that are going to be free agents. Most of them are playing in North America, like Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, possibly Cody Bellinger again, possibly Blake Snell, Anthony Santander, hopefully I got his name right. And but a player that has been was talked about heavily last year, and that is this Japanese pitcher, Roki Sasaki. And I've done videos on him, but not in a while, not since the last offseason. As you know, last year, the big player from Japan was Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who did this big tour of all these different teams, but eventually signed with the Dodgers. Now, Sasaki is interesting in that he is younger than even Yamamoto, coming into the United States, possibly. Most players have to play in Japan by their tradition for 10 years before they get posted. Sasaki's been kind of pushing to get posted, but hold on a second. Let me read you from MLB Trade Rooms. Latest on Roki Sasaki's potential posting. Roki Sasaki will be one of the most talented players in the upcoming free agent class if he were available. The 6'2" right-hander has been a star in Japan for the past 4 seasons. He's widely regarded as one of the best, if not the best, pitchers currently NPB. Sasaki won't turn 23 until November and will be a top target for any number of major league clubs. His availability is by no means guaranteed. While MLB teams have kept a close eye on his status for years, he doesn't have the ability to force his way to the majors anytime soon. As of all NPB players, he'd need 9 years of service time in Japan before he qualifies for international free agency. The only way for Sasaki to make the jump to the majors earlier than that is with the cooperation of the Chiba Lotte Marines, his NPB club. The Marines could agree to make Sasaki available to MLB teams via the posting system. The star pitcher asked them to do just that last offseason. The team declined the request, leaving Sasaki without much of a choice but to return for his 4th full season there. It seems the way that process unfolded left the pitcher displeased. Jeff Pazan of ESPN writes that Sasaki's relationship with the Marines is damaged by the team's denial of his posting requests. According to Pazan, Sasaki is likely to renew his request for the Marines to post him during the upcoming offseason. Yet it's entirely possible, perhaps likely, that the team will decline to make him available yet again. There isn't much of an incentive for the Marines to let Sasaki walk this winter. Their only potential benefit would be a reputational boost of accommodating the wishes of their star player to test himself against MLB hitters. The details of the posting system and MLB's international bonus pool rules make it far more advantageous for the Marines to hold Sasaki past his 25th birthday. International players who are under the age of 25 are considered amateurs and are subject to bonus pool restrictions. They are technically only allowed to sign minor league contracts, although an MLB team would surely select Sasaki onto the major league roster by the start of the season. The far bigger drawback is that teams have a hard cap on spending on international amateurs. While the precise amount varies by team, Baseball America's Ben Badler reported in April that next year's bonus pool allotments top out at roughly $7.56 million. Teams can tack on another few $1 million via trade, but it's a marginal difference. Even if a team maxed out its bonus pool and offered the highest amount to Sasaki, punting the chance to sign any other amateur of significance for the year. His signing bonus would land somewhere in the $11 million range. That's obviously nowhere near the open market value for arguably the best pitcher in Japan. The cases of Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto were illustrative. Ohtani made the jump to MLB at age 23 and was subject to the bonus pool limitations. He signed with the Angels in 2017 for $2.3 million. Yamamoto, who waited until he was 25 to come over, signed a $325 million contract last offseason. They represented the largest deal ever for a free agent pitcher. Bonus pool restrictions very likely made a difference of hundreds of millions of dollars. Sasaki seems willing to live with those constraints to get to the majors as quickly as possible. That doesn't mean the Marines are willing to do the same. The posting agreement between Major League Baseball and the Nippon Professional Baseball ties the NPB team's compensation to the value of the free agent contract. A Major League team signing a posted player pays a fee to the Japanese team on top of what goes to the player. The fee is a fixed amount, calculates 20% of a deal's first $25 million, 17.5% of the next $25 million, and 15% of further spending. Yamamoto's $325 million deal came with a windfall for his former team, the Oryx Buffaloes. The Dodgers paid the Buffaloes $50.625 million to release him from his contract. Wow, that's crazy. So in other words, here's the thing. Sasaki is 22 years old. He's still considered an amateur until he reaches the age of 25. And it doesn't matter how well he's pitching, how great he is. Everyone knows how great he is. But if he's not considered a professional. He's still considered an amateur based on the aging restrictions of the Japanese league here. Also, it is not financially smart for the Marines to let him go and post him, and they're not going to get a significant amount of money in return for the player. Because obviously that is an investment by the team to put all their energy in training him and teaching him. It makes no sense to let him walk, and they're not going to get any kind of money in return. So this is not something it doesn't seem like he's going to be let go of his contract. Sasaki's probably going to have to wait for another 2 years. He's probably going to have to wait another 2 years to hit free agency. And he's probably not going to be happy about it. But, in all fairness, a couple of things, just so you know. Sasaki's had to deal with some injuries. I think he was hurt this year, pitching. And he's been hurt in the past. So he has a history of injuries to his arm. So teams should wait until he matures a little bit physically. He might not be physically mature yet. He's 25 years old. He should be there, and we'll see if he stays healthy. I mean, he's made, from what I read before, I think he made 23 starts, but he missed some starts. He missed a couple of games here and there in the last month or so, if I remember right. But he needs a little more time. And there was word that he was probably going to sort of change his mind. He wasn't willing to do it. So there's been a lot of sort of things out there that doesn't make really a lot of sense to your host. But you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to Baseball Head 2, and I'll see you later.